Ladies and gentlemen, it is Slasher Month on VFG Movie Reviews with your host, Tim Williams. How's it going, guys? Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews. I am Tim, and we are reviewing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm gonna tell you, okay? So when I first watched this movie, I don't think I had the appreciation that I do for it now. When I first watched it, I was like, oh my God, dude, it's just, it was kind of bad, but I've watched it a bunch of more times over my life, and it endears me to the story. But I have to say that personally, this isn't my favorite version. The original is not my favorite version, which is funny because I am kind of being hypocritical to the conversation with me and AJ. I think, personally, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the new generation, or the next generation, with McConaughey and Zellweger, I think it's a better movie. I think it is. I think McConaughey just adds his special brand of crazy to it. Let's talk about this movie. So, this movie is an iconic horror film. It introduces us to one of the most iconic horror characters, Leatherface. And I love me some Leatherface, and it is played by Gunnar Hansen. I just love the idea of a dude who just kills people, skins them, wears their face, and things that it touches on in the later series. I'm really intrigued by that, and I don't think we need to shy away from that. I think it is part of who the character is, and I don't think we need to take that out of the character. But the legacy of these films is very bad. There's been so many reboots to the series. Michael Bay's reboot, which wasn't a bad movie, it's fucking Michael Bay. And then we had a sequel to that one. And then we recently had another sequel to the original that was kind of fucking stupid, to be honest. The ending of that movie is so bad, and it's such a horrible callback to the ending of this movie. It's just so bad. So the legacy is very tarnished. I would love to see somebody bring it back to what it needs to be. And the new movie ripped off Halloween, the way Halloween's doing it, by bringing back the final girl from the first movie who couldn't really come back because she's dead. So they just made up some girl. And it's dumb. It's dumb. But director Tobe Hooper, he's cool, man. Like, his sequel wasn't that good to this movie, but I mean, and we're basing this just off the original. The original is that iconic film. And it is right up there with the Michael Myers, with the Freddy, with the Jason, Chucky, Leprechaun, and those guys. He stands right up there with them. And I do have that love and appreciation for this character. I may not have a love and appreciation for the movie, but the character Leatherface, I have very fondness. I love just the guy who's wielding a chainsaw. It's very awesome. I dig it. I didn't even give a setup of this movie. I kind of just jumped right into it. 5 friends are on their way to rural Texas, and stumble upon a hitchhiker who takes them to the family, and then they are all murdered brutally by Leatherface and the family. And that's pretty much the movie. And I think the most one thing I wanted to I want to talk about in this movie is that the legacy is harmed in this series. I want somebody to come back, bring back Leatherface. Take the Michael Bay Leatherface, that big hulking, just brutal monster, and continue with that. And I think that's the way to go with the series. I would love to see Toby Hooper jump onto the series. Not direct. Let somebody new direct, but be there for the source material. And give Leatherface the series he deserves. Not to be the stepchild of the horror community, because he really is. But where does this lie in the VFG movie review 5-star rating? This is a 4-star movie because this is a legacy. This is a foundational film. Be it good or bad, it is a foundational film. Guys, thank you so very much for watching this review. I will see you in our next review.